Hello everyone, I am CA Dinesh Reddy and today we are going to walk through a detailed guide and procedure on Form 26QB. This form is a challan cum statement filed by the buyer for TDS deduction under Section 194IA of the Income Tax Act. It applies when both the buyer and seller are resident Indians and the sale consideration exceeds 50 lakh rupees. And in case of non-resident, even for small amount of sale consideration, TDS shall apply and to be deductible in the hands of the buyer. The property must be immovable, like land or buildings. Note that rural agricultural land is specifically exempt from this. A crucial point. If there are multiple buyers or sellers, a separate Form 26QB must be filed for each unique combination. Now, let's look at the TDS rates. The standard rate is 1% of the sale value provided both parties have linked PAN and Aadhaar. If seller PAN and Aadhaar is not linked, the TDS rate shall be of 20%. And in case of non-resident, if PAN not provided, the rate shall be 20% and provided the capital gain tax rate shall be 12.5% and cessate 4% on tax, together 13%. Ensure PAN and Aadhaar of seller shall be linked for avoiding such higher rates of TDS. Before you begin, use this checklist. For the buyer, ensure you have a valid PAN, Aadhaar and portal login. If not registered, register for both buyer and seller if already registered. Check in the buyer income tax portal that the profile is updated. You will also need the sale agreement copy and the confirmed total sale consideration amount, date of agreement, payment lump sum or installments. Try to keep all the dates latest to avoid interest and late fees. Log in to buyer portal under Income Tax Returns ePay Tax. Select Form 26QB and proceed for filling up the form. Confirm buyer details and then input the seller's PAN carefully. Errors here could mean the TDS credit won't reflect in their Form 26AS. In step 3, you provide the specifics of the property being purchased. Select the property type and enter the complete address including the flat number and building name and enter the financial details of the transaction. Enter the proportionate share of the sale price. The system will auto-calculate the TDS amount based on the rate. Date details. The applicable date is the earliest of your agreement, filing or actual payment. Enter the date of agreement and the date of payment. This determines the liability period. After filling all steps, review your details carefully before clicking submit to generate the payment challan. Proceed to make the payment via net banking or a debit card. UPI facility is available. Once successful, a TDS challan will be generated. Download this challan immediately. It contains the challan identification number or CIN, which is essential, and also statement of Form 26QB, where both need to be presented before sub-register during property registration. Without it, your registration could be delayed. In cases with multiple buyers, remember that each buyer is independently responsible for filing for their share. Similarly, for multiple sellers, the buyer must file a separate form for each seller reflecting their proportionate share. The number of filings is simply the number of buyers multiplied by the number of sellers. For example, 2 buyers and 2 sellers means 4 forms. For filing Form 27Q in case of non-resident is quite complicated, like applying for TAN in the name of the buyer, registering it in income tax portal, TDS payment and TDS return filing quarterly. However, in the past budget has been proposed that even in case of non-resident deductee, instead of TAN filing through deductor PAN, which has not been made, operation might come after 1/04/2026. I hope this guide helps you navigate the process smoothly. For specific cases, always consult a qualified professional for clarifications and clarity. Thank you.